Welcome to Module 8, an overview of how the SCOR Security Operations Analyst work role can contribute to the space industry. We will explore a few scenarios that cover scenarios that you may be exposed to in this role. The first is a drone asset navigation disruption scenario. In this scenario, a fleet of delivery drones operating in a remote region begins experiencing sporadic navigation failures. These drones rely heavily on satellite-based GPS signals and ground-based command centers for precise operations. The failures not only cause delays in deliveries, but also increase the risk of mid-air collisions. Initial diagnostics reveal discrepancies in the drone's telemetry data, but the root cause remains elusive. A SCOR Security Operations Analyst steps in to investigate. The first challenge lies in collecting logs from the drones themselves, as onboard storage is minimal and real-time data transmission is constrained by limited connectivity. Additionally, the analyst must reconcile data from multiple sources, including satellite telemetry, drone sensors, and ground station logs. This requires advanced correlation techniques to identify patterns that might indicate interference or spoofing. As the investigation progresses, the analyst uncovers evidence of GPS signal spoofing, likely perpetrated by an adversary seeking to disrupt operations. Detection engineering challenges become apparent, as traditional algorithms fail to distinguish between legitimate and spoofed signals. The analyst develops custom detection workflows to address these gaps, incorporating contextual enrichment and real-time analysis. Finally, the analyst works with engineers to implement countermeasures, such as alternative navigation protocols, ensuring the drones can operate securely moving forward. Aquatic asset signal interference is our second scenario. A network of underwater sensors used for marine research begins transmitting erratic data. These sensors are designed to monitor oceanic conditions and communicate with satellites via surface buoys. The erratic data threatens to compromise an important environmental study, prompting an immediate response from a SCOR Security Operations Analyst. The analyst's first challenge is accessing the sensor's logs, which are transmitted intermittently due to limited bandwidth and high latency connections. The distributed nature of the system complicates data collection, as logs must be retrieved from both underwater sensors and their associated surface buoys. Correlating this data with satellite telemetry adds another layer of complexity. Through meticulous analysis, the analyst discovers that the buoys are experiencing signal interference, likely caused by unauthorized devices operating in the vicinity. Detection engineering limitations become evident, as the existing algorithms are not equipped to handle the unique characteristics of underwater signal propagation. The analyst develops new detection methodologies tailored to the aquatic environment, enhancing the system's ability to identify and mitigate interference. Collaboration with marine researchers and satellite operators ensures that the system's resilience is improved, safeguarding future operations. For Scenario 3, we will cover commercial hybrid warfare targeting space and ground systems. A multinational company operating a constellation of communication satellites reports unusual activity in both its space-based assets and ground stations. Satellite telemetry shows unexpected orbital adjustments, while ground station logs reveal unauthorized access attempts. The situation escalates when critical communication links are disrupted, affecting clients worldwide. A SCOR Security Operations Analyst takes charge, navigating the challenges of hybrid warfare. The analyst begins by correlating data from space and terrestrial systems, identifying connections between the anomalies. The lack of standardized logging across platforms poses a significant hurdle, as data formats and timestamps vary widely. Detection engineering tools are pushed to their limits, requiring custom algorithms to process and analyze the disparate data streams. The analyst's investigation uncovers evidence of a coordinated attack, with adversaries exploiting vulnerabilities in both the satellite's command and control systems and the ground station's network infrastructure. Rapid containment measures are deployed, including isolating affected systems and implementing enhanced encryption protocols. The forensic analysis that follows highlights the need for better integration of space and ground system security measures, prompting the development of a unified monitoring framework. Hybrid warfare targeting space and ground systems. Severed aquatic cable impact is our fourth scenario. A multinational company operating a constellation of communication satellites reports a coordinated series of disruptions impacting its space-based assets and terrestrial ground stations. Satellite telemetry indicates unexpected orbital adjustments, while ground station logs reveal unauthorized access attempts. The crisis escalates when a critical undersea communication cable connecting key ground stations is severed, causing widespread communication outages and impacting clients globally. A SCOR Security Operations Analyst is tasked with addressing this hybrid warfare scenario. The analyst begins by correlating data across the affected space, ground, and communication systems. With the severed cable disrupting data flow, backup telemetry links are activated, but the lack of standardized logging across platforms presents a significant challenge. Variations in data formats and timestamps between space systems, terrestrial networks, and undersea infrastructure complicate the investigation. Detection engineering tools are pushed to their limits. Custom algorithms are developed to synthesize data from disrupted streams, including rerouted telemetry, satellite communication logs, and alternative ground station records. These tools help the analyst identify a pattern of adversarial activity targeting the satellite command and control systems, the ground station's network infrastructure, and the vulnerable aquatic cable. The investigation reveals a sophisticated, coordinated attack. Adversaries exploited weak encryption protocols in the cable's relay systems, while simultaneously breaching ground station firewalls and manipulating satellite commands to create orbital instability. These actions were intended to disrupt global communications and sow chaos across the company's operations. The analyst leads a rapid response effort, implementing containment measures such as isolating affected systems, rerouting satellite commands through secure channels, and deploying advanced encryption protocols for cable communications. Collaboration with engineering teams enables temporary restoration of the severed cable link using optical bypass systems. Meanwhile, forensic analysis of the incident underscores critical exposure in the integration of space and terrestrial systems. Our final scenario is detection engineering for multi-domain threats. A government agency managing a constellation of reconnaissance satellites detects unusual activity that appears to be linked to a cyber attack on one of its ground stations. The activity includes unauthorized commands sent to the satellites, resulting in changes to their imaging schedules. The agency fears that the attack could compromise sensitive intelligence operations. The SCOR Security Operations Analyst assigned to the case faces significant detection engineering challenges. The agency's existing detection workflows are designed for cyber threats targeting terrestrial systems and lack the contextual enrichment needed to address space-based assets. Additionally, the distributed nature of the agency's infrastructure complicates data collection and analysis. The analyst begins by enhancing the detection workflows to include telemetry from the satellites and network logs from the ground stations. Custom algorithms are developed to identify anomalies that might indicate adversarial activity, such as unexpected command sequences or unusual network traffic patterns. The analyst also implements measures to improve data correlation, ensuring that insights from one domain can inform detection efforts in another. Through these efforts, the analyst uncovers evidence of a sophisticated multi-domain attack, with adversaries exploiting vulnerabilities in both the satellite's command systems and the ground station's networks. The incident highlights the need for more robust detection engineering capabilities, prompting the agency to invest in advanced tools and training for its security operations team. These 5 scenarios illustrate the diverse challenges faced by SCOR Security Operations Analysts. From navigating the complexities of drone and aquatic assets to overcoming detection engineering and data correlation hurdles, the role demands a unique combination of technical expertise, analytical acumen, and resilience. We now move on to Module 9, an overview of the SCOR researcher work role. In this module, you will learn the work role description, knowledge statements, skill statements, ability statements, and task statements.